Hello and welcome back to the only music channel on YouTube. Today I'd like to talk to you about Gene Simmons. You know him. That's pretty much it. You know him. I'm sure you know Gene Simmons. I don't know if you love him because a lot of people don't. There is a multitude of reasons why people may or may not like Gene Simmons, but I'm not going to talk about any of those today. Instead, I am going to talk about this. ShopGeneSimmons.com, because it is one of my favorite websites in the entire world. There is by no means anything wrong with selling a bit of merch, but Gene Simmons merchandise specifically is just something else. So let's take a gander. It starts off strong immediately with the money bag and all other images on this site are trademarks owned by Gene Simmons Company. And then there's just an array of the same clip art vector image of a money bag that he probably bought a license to somewhere with different symbols in them that indicate money. Except for pi. I don't quite understand how pi fits in here. And for each of these clip art bag images, there is a separate collection of clothing items. USD, Euro, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Pi, Pound, Yan, and Yen, this is the most hilarious part to me, is that there are separate collections for the Chinese and the Japanese currency, even though the symbol is exactly the same. So let's start with USD. Obviously, I'm not going to go through each one of these because they're all going to be the same thing, just with, Dogecoin instead of a dollar sign. We have to take a good look through it once. Baby short sleeve one piece USD. This is the most horrible looking piece of, even for an infant. I would not put this on my child if you gave me a bag of money. Also, this is a tiny little piece of clothing for $22. I can get this printed for probably what, 12? And my DIY version would look better because it wouldn't have TM written in the top right corner in just fucking Times New Roman fonts. Men's high top canvas shoes USD. This is the worst shoe I've ever seen. Barring those fucking Yeezys that look like Squidward's feet, this is the most horrible looking shoe in the world. These look so cheap too. I can get these in bulk on Alibaba for $3 a piece, I guarantee it. But also, I just bought a new pair of Adidas sneakers the other day. They're not high tops, but they're white sneakers and they're Adidas. €55 a pair. They were on sale, maybe usually they'd be around 70, but not 100 for Gene Simmons money bag shoes. Step up your shoe game with the high-top canvas shoes. These handmade, trendy shoes are sure to spice up your outfit. And then they proceed to say blank product sourced from China. So they admit that this is like a sweatshop product made by children. What they mean by handmade is that someone by hand heat pressed the money bag USD logo on it. Disclaimer, these shoes will have a glue-like smell when opening the box. Jesus Christ, they admit that this is just the most blatantly cheap bullshit product. They charge you $100 for them. They paid I don't know, maybe $5 a pair to manufacture these 100%, because they didn't manufacture them. They buy these in bulk on Alibaba just as white sneakers, and then they have to pay for the stamps, the thing that they heat press on it. But they just admit that it is the worst crap. If you've ever ordered anything from AliExpress, especially shoes from Wish.com or something like that, they will smell like glue, some type of adhesive. They'll just smell like a factory. They admit that this is what this is going to smell like because that's exactly what you're buying, except instead of $10 including shipping, you're paying $100. And then probably, they're going to pile $20 for shipping on top of that. But hey, they also come in red. Premium Pillow Dogecoin. 39 USD. Is this Ingve Malmsteen all over again? Is Gene going to take down my video too? Like Ingve did? Premium Pillow Dogecoin. It's a pillow with, I hate the TM I just hate this Times New Roman TM in the top right. Who's going to steal this? There are a million billion licensable vector images of money bags on the internet. I don't need. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can find this one. I mean, I couldn't find the exact one, but come on, this is close enough. It's not as saggy and bulging, but you get my point. Want to add a splash of color to your home? This premium feel pillow with a shape retain. A splash of color. This is black and white. They're not even offering color options. I checked. This is the only pillow that how is this going to add a fucking splash of color to my home unless I live in a rubber prison cell with only white in it? Let me paint you a word picture. Ladies, I know there's no ladies watching this because it's a video about Gene Simmons. No women are here just enjoying this video, at least not this far in. But for those of you who are still watching, envision this. You're on a date with a guy, it goes well, you go to his house afterwards, he takes you to the bedroom, and on his bed is a $50 Dogecoin Gene Simmons money bag throw blanket just draped over his bed. Do you or do you not just climax right there on the spot? Like, do they just buy up factory surplus Adidas gear and then embroider a money bag on it? Check out that fucking streak. Could they not be bothered to use a backpack for the product photo that didn't have some sort of embroidering error in it? I don't even know when or why they decided to throw cryptocurrency into the mix here, because like the money bag gimmick, that's existed longer than mankind itself, as has Gene Simmons. But I don't get it. Like, what overlap is there between, Kiss fans and crypto bros? And do they just go wild for like Adidas backpacks with Dogecoin symbols on them? It's the Statue of Liberty with sunglasses, throwing up the old horns. Cool. Siren collection, Ascent of Rock collection with this is like a thing that a boomer would post on Facebook. I know that's, the demographic for Gene Simmons fans, and also that's what Gene Simmons is himself. Like, this is just the most cringy design in the world. Yeah, we evolved from monkeys and now we f***ing... But the fun does not end there, not even close. I'm going to return to shopgenesimmons.com in a bit, but while we're at, doing the money bag thing, let's tackle this shit real quick. Moneybagsodas.com, even though that's not the name of the website, it's genesimmonsmoneybag.com, which is also great. My money bag sodas are made only with the most elite of ingredients. This is soda royalty. If you have expensive taste, drink Moneybag. Okay, so a 16-pack of Moneybag Cola costs $35, and I did a little research. A 24-pack of Coca-Cola in glass bottles costs $16.79. I do not doubt that this is way, way more premium of a drink than like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Like, it probably has definitely way healthier, less carcinogenic ingredients. And also, these glass bottles are painted. These aren't like tags on them like paper or plastic. This is actual paint that's like, I don't know how they apply it on the bottles, but it's cool. If you have too much money and you want a Coke, but you don't want a Coke, I guess, it's a very niche group of people that I feel like would buy this. But then again, those people probably buy this regularly, and this soda alone probably makes Gene Simmons more money than like some people make with their entire jobs. And of course, you can also get Moneybag t-shirts with the actual just slogan and website URL, so you can just be a literal walking billboard for Moneybag soda. But here comes the absolutely ridiculous part. When you purchase like a VIP meet and greet package with Gene for a Kiss show, you also get the option to purchase a bass guitar that he will play on stage, and then you'll receive it afterwards. And the pricing for the premium series, which is, ones with prints on them and not just blank bass guitars, start at $15,000. Now, Gene will use this particular bass on stage for the duration of exactly one song, and for some reason, the price varies based on the song that he uses it for. So I don't know if he plays, I Was Made for Loving You on it, I guess he'll upcharge you a bit, maybe up the price to like $18,000. And if they play like, I don't know, Kissin' Time, and that's when he happens to bust out the bass, maybe I'll stay at 15, because no one likes that song. You could either get like a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage, or you could get the legendary stage-torched fire sword. And of course, you can also mail your favorite picture of yourself or a loved one to genesimmonsacts.com to have them print it onto a bass guitar like this, which, this totally isn't just a Photoshop mock-up with all the hardware and stuff put on it afterwards. No, this is a real bass. This exists. And they will give it to you for $7,500. So they will print this onto a Gene Simmons signature bass and then just give it to you. This isn't stage played or anything. I'm sure you could arrange for this to be played on stage, but then the price would go from like $7,500 to probably about 20. But yes, you can have your own horribly photoshopped and printed bass for the low price of $7,500. So I don't really know how to wrap this video up. I guess thanks for taking a gander at all of this junk with me. Before anyone comments about it, yes, I am aware of the existence of the Kiss pinball machine, and yes, it is ridiculous, but I didn't put it in the video because it's not Gene Simmons merch, it's Kiss merch, which that's a whole band. It's not just Gene, even though sometimes you might feel like it is. So thank you so much for watching. Big thanks to all of my Patreon members for supporting the channel. Here are all of their lovely names. The red ones are sub to the $11 tier. If you'd also like to become a patron, it's $1.90 a month. You all get the same benefits. Link in the description. You can also watch my Bret Michaels merch video somewhere up here. Subscribe somewhere down there. All my social media is in the description. I'll see you around.